All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Mike. 319. Check 55. Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Monday. 36.
On first down, Allen. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Bring it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Under 10. Watch the safety creep.
Now Saquon Barkley, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Leonard Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Check, 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 check. '55's mine, guys. 55. Yes.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
I'm going back to you.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
He don't know no better. Check 13.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Mike, 50. Right there in the middle, 55. So we got man. Mike.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And the grab by Croft. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check, crunch.
To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Check nine. Kill. Watch that.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Dancing to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Fournette running out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
58.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Bring it around. Mike 51. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Middle. Check 6, go.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Now he's going to go up top over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Forced out to his left. And some room to run now. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. We have... haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments. Oh.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 85 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6. Throwing the out route and complete. It's King. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. And a completion to Wilson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one complete to Reed. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mullins now. A perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Telvin Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Pull it together. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Charlie. Hey, lock it. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Army.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this over the middle. Deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Sheds off the tackle. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Check. All 52. Check.
They run here with Singletary. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Check tight. Wide. Get wide. Check three.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Next the score, Bills 28, Texans 6. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Texans take over.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's King. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Mullins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Back to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
2nd and 4. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
19. Mike 51. Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air yet again, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's King. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
54.
Watson looks to throw again. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, Haywood.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll let this go end zone for... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the run, it's Fournette. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Alert. SOS.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Cut.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run with Fournette. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's got it up to the 15, showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Big rip.
They'll look to throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
$58 for Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Quarterback D-line. Middle. Quarterback. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, home. He's checking. What's that? Check nipple.
Fournette. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills foot. Fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Leo! Here it comes! Watch the edge! Hit it!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Five.
They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Wilson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, orbit. Bam. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, high 7. Look at me. Go. Hey, let's go. Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Allen on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Round 80. Mike 50, huh? Oh, you got deep? Here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Double digit.